X-rated on the beat.
Buy this beat now. You know you like it.
I didn't even feel like I needed to. I woke up on this one, right? So my phone was jumping, and I don't know why my cousin even decided to wake me up with this. So I look like a stressed crackhead right now. That's just my face right now. But listen, so he sent me a link, right? And for y'all who think I'm capping, y'all can say I'm capping. Y'all can talk about it if you want to. But I'm putting this. I'm gonna put the link in my video because this shit hit the fan. This hit the fan something serious.
X-rated on the beat.
Rocksteady is allegedly getting shut down by Warner Brothers, and get this, the reason behind it is because of the commercial failure that Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League left it with. Now, I'm going to read you guys the report. Now, the report came from comicbooknews.com. If you guys aren't familiar, they basically cover everything and anything involving comic books, movies, or everything comic book oriented, right? So in this report, which was published as I'm reading this an hour ago,
X-rated on the
by
beat.
Matt McGloin, says here, looks like it's hashtag RIP Rocksteady, as the following massive failure of Suicide Squad, the video game, it's claimed. Now again, this is all speculation, but reading the report, it is claimed that parent company Warner Brothers is going to close Rocksteady. And this recently saw after Warner Brothers Discovery confirmed the failure of the game contributed to its $200 million loss. And Warner Brothers also confirmed that the game led to significant lower revenue. And as I go on to read, this info comes from YouTuber Vera Dark via X, formerly known as Twitter. Quoting, while I don't usually speak on insider information I receive, I think this one we all piece together ourselves. Warner Brothers is internally talking about closing Rocksteady or halving its 250 employees after Suicide Squad bombed. The tweet states, she tweeted. The YouTuber continues saying, just last month, David Zaslav said it lost over $200 million year over year. And later stated, Warner Brothers is is the representative of a beloved franchise. When it was greenlit for the studios to create live servers, and this one released too late, plus the content did not resonate enough with players. The Rocksteady, this also comes after almost it's been 2 years since the Rocksteady co-founder studio decided to separate from the company, which is, I still don't know why. And it says Rocksteady is a shell of the company it used to be, and we saw this happen recently with Embracer Group and Volition, a company who had 30 years of experience under their belt, and sounds like Warner Brothers is planning to pull the plug on Rocksteady as well. Now, I'm not even going to read the rest. I'm going to let you guys read the rest. So, wow. I didn't even feel like I needed to even, I don't feel like I needed to even say anything about that. In fact, I'm going to take a second to catch myself by getting a little bit of Coca-Cola on you in my system. Anyway, point being, $200 million was lost. $200 million to create a live server game that flopped. Now I haven't even played it myself. I don't know what to tell y'all. I don't know why. As soon as at first when I first seen the reveal trailer for the Suicide Squad, I was like, you know what? Okay, okay. But immediately after I seen it, the first thing that came to mind, I was like, this strikes me way too much as Gotham Knights. It strikes me way too hard with Gotham Knights adjacent. And I was just like, because I played a little bit of multiplayer for Gotham Knights, excuse me, and honestly, that was ridiculously annoying. Like, I just didn't like it. That's why you guys see me play it on my channel, and I was like, nah, we're not gonna make this a thing. Like, I wasn't interested. Like, I seen other YouTubers play it, and seemingly everybody had the same response. Like, no Batman, Batman's dead, and then what is it? Three of his adopted sons, and his adopted son's girlfriend are trying to take over the mantle. Like, you've seen it so many times in comic books where people try to emulate what aesthetic is perfectly fit for, the genre of character they're bringing to the table. Superhero games are just not it for me. Like, I used to love that, it would be every couple of years, it would be a new Marvel game or a new DC game. But we've seen this happen before. This isn't the first time that this happened. Look how much of a massive failure Marvel's Avengers was. We were promised a minimum of 25 characters in DLC, and we were supposed to get those DLC characters within every 6 to 8 months. So, and then just like the Suicide Squad had live server games, and now apparently they're halting updates for the Justice League Suicide Squad. So I mean they're halting updates for the Suicide Squad now, because not only did they pull the Joker out of their asses and say, hey, we're gonna put the Clown Prince of Crime in there, make sure y'all check that out, and then turn around, we got Multiverses coming back, which also had a large fan base, but that dropped once they said they were pulling it from the games after it being in beta for almost a year, or exactly a year. So a lot of clout chasing for the DC superheroes and stuff like that. So my thing with it is that I don't want to necessarily say I feel bad for Rocksteady. I really hope this is just a rumor, to be honest, because I really don't want to see Rocksteady, after all the hard work they put in. They really brought Batman to the mainstream when it came to video games. Like, there was they deserve their flowers, really, because to me they made my PlayStation 3 life something serious. Because I remember playing the first Arkham Asylum, I was prepared to do everything Batman adjacent. I was prepared, you know what I'm saying? I remember going to the midnight event for the first two Batman games at GameStop. I was ready for that. And when Arkham Knight came out, man, listen, finding out Jason Todd was the Arkham Knight was not that surprising, but it's the delivery. You know what I'm saying? It's the energy that they had from the Arkham video games that they just didn't bring to the Suicide Squad. And their excuse trying to make it live server by having drop in, drop out co-op mode, and co-op online matches, it literally, they just copy and pasted what Avengers did and effectively failed in the same given. And what did they turn around and do? They fell through the cracks, but they decided to just try to stick a band-aid on it by giving us the Joker. Like, I understand the Suicide Squad is a popular supervillain team. Like, we had Suicide Squad 1 in 2016, the Suicide Squad in 2021. But like I said, riding the coattails of the movies and the comic books is two different things. You know what I'm saying? Like, yet again, look at what if the Suicide Squad really was promised to be something of more than just a street value game. Like, okay, if you didn't make it a live server game, I'm pretty sure that Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League would have probably been a bigger hit than what it is. And frankly, I don't really feel too bad about, you know, the game halting its updates, but I feel bad that Rocksteady is like, this is what we got to work with, you know. And I feel bad that like, I hope, like I said in the beginning, I really hope that this is simply a rumor, because I don't feel like the studio needs to get shut down for that. And even the report says that they're going to either shut the studio down entirely, or they're going to take half of their staff and split them up and put them in different studios, or if not anything else, since the new DC cinematic universe says they're getting into video games, it is possible that Warner Brothers is probably just going to split the studio in half and decide, like, okay, we're going to build a whole nother studio for these guys. We're going to get them to work on this game, that game, you know. Like I said, I really think that Rocksteady deserves their flowers. They're among top 10 for me. Like, them, Naughty Dog, Sucker Punch, like, these guys deserve their flowers. And I don't think just because this one game cost them a big amount, I don't feel like it doesn't speak for what they really are capable of. I feel like they try to step into a field of expertise they weren't ready for, and they didn't have the expertise to stand by it. And me personally, I don't know. I feel bad that these guys might get shut down, and I really don't want to see that. But if it comes down to it, hey, you know, it is what it is. I really hope that's not the case, but let me know what y'all think in the comments below. And again, if y'all think I'm capping, by the way, I will put the link in the video so you guys can read it for yourself. So you don't have to come to me in the comments talking about some, oh, where's your source? Where's your source? First of all, before I even end this video, let me go ahead and say a few things. Number one, for those of you who have been on my channel for the longest, let me say this right now. And for those of you who are just coming to this video, if you check my popular videos, I have been correct about many things, many times. Like, for example, I was right when I predicted that the Galactic Kids Next Door was not going to make Cartoon Network because of how they were trying to develop it. I was correct about Ash Ketchum getting a different form Lycan Rock, which ended up being Dust form Lycan Rock. Can't at me. I was also right about predicting about My Hero Academia's video game having character customization, which again, everybody was like, where's your source? What's your source? You're questioning where my sources are. You need to check my facts, because I've been correct multiple times. So, like I said, here's your proof this one time. I'm not going to give you that again. Peace.